Welcome to the extended video of the pickup line lesson that I was given over at YouTube. I'm not sure if you were able to see the first video, but if you are coming into this video, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of the last video. And if you're over here, if you're coming straight from the video, I just want to say, welcome back. Okay, so in these videos, I like to, keep it a little laid back. All right. So, all right, let's talk about the importance of a pickup line really quick for you if you are just seeing this video and you haven't seen the previous video. Okay, so pickup lines are the first encounter that you make with a woman. It's the romantic gesture that you are given to her to show her that you're interested and that you want to cultivate some type of relationship with her. Okay, and the importance behind using certain types of pickup lines is certain things that you say out of your mouth convey certain messages to a woman. There are 3 types of pickup lines. The first pickup line is a flip it line, and this pickup line kind of uses humor with a sexual undertone. It's very flirtatious, and it shows that you are sociable and very funny, but it also shows that you're irresponsible. It shows that you're promiscuous. It shows that you are not very reliable and kind of selfish, because it only sends a target to the way that she looks, the way that she appears, her attractiveness. So it seems very shallow, okay? The second pickup line is a direct pickup line. This pickup line shows the woman that you are interested in her, and it gives her an opportunity to take you up on that offer or to pass it over. Now this can be, it's a 50-50, because she could take you up on the offer or she could reject you. So you're very brave. You're a very brave person if you use a direct line. So this can come off as confidence. It can come off as reliability, and just, that surety that this is the woman that you want and that you are handpicking her so she feels special. If you are someone that she is attracted to or someone that she wants to engage with. Okay. The third pickup line is an indirect line, or innocuous pickup line, as they want to call it. But so with this line, it's more of a subtle type of pickup line. You are engaging her, but you're leaving room for rejection so that you are not so put off by the rejection. It shows that you're kind of a little, worried about being rejected. It shows a little guardedness, but it does show intent to create a connection. And studies show that these types of pickup lines are obviously more effective. And the only reason that I can think of that an indirect or innocuous type of pickup line would go over well, or the best, is because of that chase factor that we talked about in one of the other videos that I did. That sense of not knowing that interest that you're creating in her. But the only thing with these types of lines are you have to do a little bit more work after you give the line, because these types of lines are kind of like gender neutral. So you could just be speaking to her and she doesn't know that you are romantically involved. So you kind of have to go the extra mile to continue to interact with her to make her feel like you are romantically involved. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, and we talked about the importance behind your words, showing what your intent is, and what types of character traits you are giving off with these different types of pickup lines, I want to give you a few tips, okay? I want to give you a few tips on picking up the woman that you want, okay? Let's start with the first tip, okay? Do not approach a woman that is with a group of women. Don't do that, because a lot of times when a woman is with another person or other individuals that are, around her, it can kind of throw her off a little bit. you're not sure, you don't know who those people are that are around her. She might be in a relationship. She may be, in a situation to where she cannot take up a romantic gesture. And so even if she wanted to say yes, she might not be able to say yes because of the people that are around her. Or she could be peer pressured or influenced by the opinions of you, by the other women that or other people that are around her in that group. So my first tip to you is, when you're approaching a woman or you're trying to zero in on the type of woman that you want, make sure that you kind of wait until she's separated or wait until she's by herself, so that you can really get the true authentic her, so that you can speak to the true authentic her, and have a better chance of getting a win or scoring, so to speak, because it's just easier. She doesn't have any other influences, and anything that she feels like she wants to do, she can do that when no one else is there to judge her. The next tip I have for you is confidence. Be confident. Now, in the other video, I explained that women that are looking for a long-term relationship really value other traits other than attractiveness. Yes, if given the opportunity to be with someone who is attractive, they will do it. However, if having to choose between a man that is attractive or a man that is trustworthy, a woman who wants a long-term relationship is going to go with the person who is more trustworthy. This explains the Beauty and the Beast phenomenon. The woman who is super attractive or who has everything going for her, but she's with someone who's not attractive, or you can't see why she's with him, okay? But it's because initially when he approached her, or whatever happened, he let her know through whatever messages he conveyed to her that he was reliable, consistent, trustworthy, a safe space for her to be. Because a woman who wants to be in a long-term relationship is not looking for someone who's just going to try and have a fling or an affair with her. So make sure that you are confident. Make sure you're confident, because it shows, it shows strength. It shows that you are, one, into her, and this is not just something you're trying out. Remember, this is a woman who's serious about getting into a relationship. So confidence conveys your seriousness about getting into the relationship. So I don't care what's happening. Let me give you a bit of an insight. No one knows that you are not confident but you. No one knows what you feel. No one can see what you think. So if you are having thoughts of, a lack of confidence, no one knows that. So fake it until you make it. Fake it until you make it. And you may get rejected. That's always a possibility. However, if you're doing the footwork and you're being strategic, more times than not, you will not be rejected, and you can move forward with the encounter or the conversation. Okay. This brings me to my next tip. Make sure that you kind of know what she likes, or that you're kind of watching what she likes. I'm not saying be a stalker. That's not what I'm saying. Don't stalk the woman, okay? But you want to kind of pay attention to her, because one, this shows that you're paying attention and that you can be detailed, that you can be attending, Remember, safe space, provider. How can you create a safe space if you don't know what makes her safe? How can you be a provider if you don't know what she wants, okay? So make sure. Now, this could happen in, I can give you like two scenarios. One scenario in which you are watching her or tending to what she may like. If you're out, I don't know, maybe at a bar or something like that, and you see a woman that you're attracted to, you can kind of like, if she's drinking, see what she's drinking. Even if you don't know what she's drinking, you can be clever and send her a drink. You can send her a drink. You can ask the waiter what she's drinking. You can just all sorts of creative things, okay? Now, don't go overboard. Don't go overboard. Don't be super extra. Just be real smooth about it. Watch, see what she's drinking. Ask the waiter what she's drinking, the bartender, whoever. Send her a drink. That is definitely, you know what? I've had someone do that to me before. And once that person sent me a drink, I looked for this person. You know, the waiter brought me a drink and I was just like, oh, who sent this over? So it creates curiosity. One, she wants to know who sent her the drink. Waiter points and goes, that person over there. And it's just like, oh, okay. Now, make sure you go back to the video where I give you the tips on how to be more attractive. Because if you sending over a drink, but you in your work clothes, or I guess you could be in your work clothes, but if you're sitting over a drink and you're not looking the part, you're not looking attractive, she's going to take that drink, look at you and be like, oh, okay, thanks, and keep it on with her business, okay? But if you have taken the time to groom yourself, you know, that hairline is together like we talked about, your face looks good, you know, you got on your accessories so you look like you're put together, more than likely she's going to want to know exactly who you are. So you can send her a drink and then give her a little time, you know, wave at her or whatever, give her a little time. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe you can signal that you want to go over there. Or maybe you can just kind of slide over there and say, hey, and give her your pickup line, right? Okay, so that's one scenario. Another scenario in which you would be kind of watching to see what a woman wants or what she likes would be like, I don't know, maybe you guys work together, or maybe, you know, she's new at your job. You know, just kind of don't go in right away. Don't go in right away trying to pick her up. Watch to see what she likes, you know, see what she's into. I don't know, maybe you can send her a small token of some sort. I don't know, maybe a card, or maybe you can, I don't know, slide her a note. I'm still the romantic. You know, I like romantic things. So if a man, you know, sent me a note, you know, a well thought out note, just something small and simple, say, hey, you know, and put your pickup line in the note and maybe your number, and that's it. Let it go. Whatever happens, happens from there. If she's interested, she's going to call you. And the fact that you went the extra mile to make it known that you're interested goes a long way if she is attracted to you. Now, this also plays a part, okay? If she is attracted to you, or if she is interested, because again, she does not have to be physically attracted to you. And I kind of don't like using that word, because attractiveness sends a signal that it's all about your looks, and it's not always about your looks. Being attractive is not always about your looks. It's about what pulls her to you, what draws her to you. And if she's looking for a long-term relationship, what will draw her to you is the sense of safety, the sense of confidence, the sense of, you know, she's someone that you are trying to court, you know? So I don't really like using that word attractiveness to describe things, because people get the idea that it has to do all about looks, and that is not true. The last tip that I want to give to you before we go into some of the examples of different types of pickup lines that you may want to try out, I don't know. The last tip that I have for you is don't refer to attraction in your pickup line, okay? Remember, the flip it pickup lines are the ones that are humorous and very flirtatious, but have a sexual undertone. And the sexual undertone is connected to the physical attraction of the woman. And this shows that you are very shallow, like very selfish, very promiscuous, like all you're worried about is sex or the way she looks. So don't ever refer to attraction when you are using a pickup line. However, later on down the line in the conversation or whatever, you can let her know that you believe that she's beautiful. You can let her know that you think that she is attractive later, and subtly, not openly say that, okay? Don't be open about it. You know, you can say something like, I don't know, maybe you can slide in I don't know, for example, a lot of times when women are interacting, you know, and they're talking and they're conversing, we tend to talk about conflict and issues or problems that we may be having because that's who we are. We like to vent. We like to talk about those types of things. Well, let's say she says something like, I don't know, you guys talking about an experience that she might have, and she said something like, I don't know, yeah, it was horrible, you know, my car gave out on me and everything. And you, being the smart person you are, say something like, now isn't that foolish? If I were your car, I would never give up on you. Something like that. I know that was dope, right? I know. You know, just you know, confidence, you know, just sliding on in there and just showing that you are attracted to her, but you're not all about her looks, okay? Now, let's get into these pickup lines. I know you guys been waiting. Before I give you the ones that actually can work, let's look at the flippant ones that don't work, okay? I have a few written down. Some flippant lines that are not going to, I mean, again, depending on the type of girl you're trying to get, but these are the more cheesier ones, okay? Do I know you because you look a lot like my ex-girlfriend? Are you religious? Because you're the answer to all my prayers. Did the sun come out or did you just smile at me? Kind of cheesy. I like that one. I'm not gonna lie. That one's kind of cute. Kiss me if I'm wrong, but dinosaurs still exist, right? Kiss me if I'm wrong. So we all know dinosaurs don't exist. He's trying to get a kiss. Stop it. I'm lost. Can you give me directions to your heart? Ha! Hilarious. Roses are red, violets are blue. I can't rhyme, but I can date you. Are you sure you're not tired? You've been running through my mind all day. I think I said that one to you earlier. Total failure. Total fail. Is there an airport nearby or is my heart taking off? Hilarious. All right, just a couple more of these ones that you should not use. Remember, these are ones you should not use. Do not use these. They're cute. They're cheesy. Don't use them if you're trying to get into a long-term relationship. If you're trying to pick up a little floozy or something, you know, a little affair, a little short-term thing, then go ahead. But if you're serious, okay? The next one is, there's only one thing I want to change about you, and that's your last name. You don't even know her. You know? You don't know her. How do you know you want to marry the girl? Hi, how was heaven when you left? Cheesy. Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I pass by again? Stop it. Okay? So we're just gonna stop there. They get cheesier and cheesier, okay? Now, remember we talked about the two different ones that actually work. The direct ones and the indirect ones. The indirect ones, according to studies, actually work better than the direct pickup lines. So let's look at some direct pickup lines that may work for you, okay? So the first one I have on my list is, you seem different, I like that. Now, if a man said to me, you seem different, I like that, and he sound genuine, then I would be like, thank you. You know, that would kind of make me smile, and, you know, maybe he, you know, can tell that I'm different. Or maybe it's just a pickup line, who knows? But when you're in the moment and it sounds genuine, it doesn't even matter if you really mean it or not. The next one I have is, it took a lot of courage for me to approach you, so can I at least ask your name? Very sweet, very subtle, not aggressive, but it lets you know that they're interested in getting to know you. So that's why that one works. The next one is, can I buy you a drink? I know that you're interested in investing in me. Something about me, you know, has you romantically interested, and you're willing to put out already to get to know who I am. So that one works. The next one is, I saw you and I thought I would kick myself all night if I didn't at least come over here to talk to you. I've had someone say that to me, not in those exact words, but it was kind of like I really just needed to come over and say hi to you. I would have been kicking myself all night if I hadn't just said hi. So it sounds genuine, and it's like, well, shit, okay. The last one that I have for you is, I feel a little embarrassed about this, but I really wanted to come over here and meet you. Those types of pickup lines really show your desire to meet up, which is intent, right? These are all direct, right? You're showing confidence. You're showing that you're interested romantically. You're showing that you want to get to know her, and it's not about just the way she physically looks, although we know that the only reason that you're coming over is because of the way she looks, or maybe the way she behaves. I don't know. But it doesn't showcase that, and it doesn't put a spotlight on it, so it works, okay? Now, studies show that these next ones are, more preferable, apparently. So, indirect pickup lines that you may be able to use depending on your personality. The first one I have for you is, it's a very indirect question depending on where you are. So let's say you're out at a live band event. Something you could say is, what do you think about the band? Or if you're out at a bar or something like that, you could say something like, man, this evening is really nice, isn't it? Something like that, The next one I have for you is, do you have time? And then, of course, in the woman's mind is, do I have time for what? Remember, the indirect pickup lines make you have to work a little harder because it's indirect. She don't know what you want. She don't know why you're there. So you have to work a little harder. And you have to come up with that next line. I don't know what you want to do. So do you have time? Do I have time for what? Do I have time to give you my number? Do I have time for a drink with you? It depends on what you want from there, okay? Another one is, it's a gorgeous day outside, isn't it? Yeah, it is a gorgeous day outside. Then you gotta work it a little bit more, okay? And then another one could be something like, I see you like X, Y, and Z. Me too. Right? These indirect pickup lines kind of just get the conversation going. It gets you with a foot in the door, but it doesn't show interest. That's why these are so, you have to put the work in, okay? So these are just a few examples that you can use. Indirect pickup lines are kind of on the fly. So you just kind of have to gauge the situation and the environment to see what's going on. What you're really doing is just creating a connection. You're going to find something in the environment, or you're going to find something on that person or something that they're doing, and you're going to make a connection between you and that person, showing that you guys have some type of connection with that thing, place, person, whatever. Okay? So that's how indirect pickup lines work. Well, I hope that this has been helpful for you. Please make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, okay? Make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Make sure that you like all the videos. Go over. There's lots of information on the YouTube channel. And I will see you guys later. Mwah.